Which opponent would be a better matchup for the Knicks in the first round, the Heat or the Sixers? Let's talk about it. And well, welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. So, the NBA regular season is over, and the New York Knicks have clinched the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, only behind the Boston Celtics. That coming off an overtime victory by 1 point over the pesky Chicago Bulls. A game that was probably a little bit closer than it should have been. DeMar DeRozan missing a fadeaway with 5 seconds left to go in the extra period. But Jalen Brunson ices just a fantastic regular season with 40 points. He's probably not going to get much with the MVP consideration, but he really should. Dante DiVincenzo adds 25 points. Man, what an upgrade he was. There are a lot of Knicks fans who were upset over losing Obi Toppin and basically replacing him with DiVincenzo. It's turned out to work very well. And the Knicks get 50 wins. First time in about 10 years they've hit the 50-win mark. And you got to think about all the pieces that they have lost over the season. OG Anunoby only played 23 games after he came over in the trade from Toronto, and the Knicks went 20-3 in those games. All right, Julius Randle has missed the last 36 games. We know he's out for the season. Mitchell Robinson missed 51 games. You know, I give a lot of credit to somebody that a lot of people did not want to give credit to, and that's Tom Thibodeau. You know, he has found the combinations that are working really well. You know, a lot of people complain that he only uses 8 players. Well, those 8 players are working out pretty dang well. But I think Tibbs has done something that not a lot of people thought he was capable of, and I didn't know if he was really capable of, and that's adjusting a little bit. And one of the things that he's emphasized, for instance, is offensive rebounding, second chance points. Now, I admit I'm not the biggest fan of where the NBA game has gone in the last 20 years, how it's become basically a 3-point shootout and dunk contest. But one thing one of my biggest pet peeves is when a team shoots a 3-pointer and the offense has nobody under the basket to go after the offensive rebound, and you see nothing but defensive players under the hoop. To me, that is just, it comes across as lazy. But that is one thing the Knicks do really well, is board on the offensive side of the glass, and that is making a big difference. So that's just one thing I want to credit Thibodeau for. But now the regular season is over, and we look ahead to the playoffs. So, if the Knicks had lost that game, it would have been Indiana in the 3 versus 6 matchup. I think a lot of us would have felt that would have been the best matchup for the Knicks. Not going to happen. And now it's either going to be the Philadelphia 76ers or the Miami Heat. And we will know that after Wednesday night, after the first game of the play-in tournament, which will be played at the Wells Fargo Arena. Now, looking at the head-to-head quickly, the Sixers and Heat played 4 games against each other this year. Both teams won 2, and the games were decided by an average of just 5.5 points. But the Sixers have been super streaky. They have won 8 in a row, and a lot of that is because Joel Embiid came back from a meniscus injury. Okay, he came back April 2nd. He had missed 29 games, and he is the defending MVP. When Embiid plays, the Sixers are 31-8 this year. All right, now as for Miami, they're making their second straight play-in tournament appearance. We know they made it to the NBA Finals last season, and of course they beat the Knicks along the way in the second round. So how do the Knicks match up? Well, against Philadelphia this year, they went 3-1. Now, only one of those games was Embiid on the floor, but the Knicks laid waste to him and to the Sixers when he was there. They went 2-1 against the Heat. Now, the thing with Embiid is, even though he's a regular season MVP, he's never really had that trademark playoff series that resembles what he's capable of during the regular season. Certainly not in the first round. Now, coming off his meniscus injury, what can he do against the Knicks? Well, I think it's a terrible matchup for Philadelphia. The Knicks have the depth at center between Hartenstein and Robinson. They also have a couple of very good wing defenders, including maybe the best in the league in Anunoby. You know, you could put OG on a Tobias Harris or a Tyrone Maxey. You know, Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo can defend the lane very well. And so I think that the Knicks are very well suited to play Philadelphia. Now, Miami, they may not have the superstar upside outside of Jimmy Butler, but that team just knows how to turn it on an extra level in the playoffs, and a lot of that is because of their head coach, Eric Spoelstra, who is just a genius when it comes to matchups and strategy. I mean, Miami has beaten teams like the Bucks and the Celtics in playoff series in the past when they had no business doing so. Yes, there's a part of me that wants revenge on the Heat, but I think either way the Knicks are the better team, but the Heat just know how to turn it up in the playoffs. There's no more annoying team to play than Miami. So my hope would be that Philadelphia does win this game, but we will see what happens. And then, hey, let Boston deal with Miami, and then who knows what just might happen. Well, that's a quick preview of the play-in games and how I am looking at the Knicks going forward. Once we know what the story is and who the Knicks are playing, we'll break things down in a little bit more depth. But I just wanted to come on here and give a quick little preview video. Reminder, we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Usually it's a lot of Jets talk, but the way things are going on right now in the sports world, who knows what we might talk about. But thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you right back here with more content from you know where. The Wicker Chair.